Here's the former UCLA Bruin, Kaimi Fairbairn, to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. So a new face at quarterback for the Titans in 2023. It's the 24-year-old rookie out of Kentucky, Charles, Will Levis.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
And Levis will look to throw on the first play from scrimmage. The hook up on the right side to Hopkins. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a long night.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. And his throw's going to be incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. The NFL's leading rusher in 2019 and 2020, Derrick Henry. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Third and 5. Working from the gun, here's Levis. And the catch made by Hopkins. Call it a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Now on 4th down, here's Ryan Stonehouse to punt for Tennessee. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So here are the Texans now with a fresh face at quarterback, the 2nd overall pick from Ohio State, C.J. Stroud.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all they want. But this guy, he is hard to corral.
First and 10, it's Stroud. Short throw into the hands of Jordan. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Oh, man, coming off a great rookie year, it's Dameon Pierce. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5. Stroud to throw it. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key third down throws.
On fourth down, here's Cameron Johnston on to punt for Houston. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Titan football. The Titans coming back onto the field for their second drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry, and he stopped immediately there. Now there's Will Anderson, the 3rd overall pick to bring him down. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches, but it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry, 63 yards. And the Titans get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter.
And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate?
Extra point up and good by Shudak. And that makes the score 7-0. Back out is Shudak here as he'll send this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. So now we get set to see Houston for their second drive of the ball game. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. He'll get this into the hands of Nico Collins. It'll be a gain of 5, and now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Stroud working out of the gun. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. They run with the former Buffalo Bill, Devin Singletary. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Play action. Stroud now. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now Stroud. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Collins. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Stroud on 3rd down now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They'll run here with Pierce. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Andrew Beck punching it in from a yard away. And the Texans are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that momentum right back.
And they have had a lot of time to cool off from reaching the end zone the last time. So have they been able to keep themselves mentally sharp and into this game, even though they haven't been on the field? And you and I both know, one big play, though, gets them right back up to that level.
That's caught. Nick Westbrook-Akine with it. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. And a nice gain of 21 yards. (7-7) our score after 1. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back to throw, it's Levis. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
On 2nd down, here's Henry. And he tries to power forward, but he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Now here's Levis now on 3rd and long. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 46. Levis from the gun. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Steven Nelson. And the Texans are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
And the Texans set to come onto the field. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time out, Charles. Remember, they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field and try and do it again.
They'll start on the ground with Pierce. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Offense looked a little bit discouraged after that play, shaking their heads a bit, looking at each other. I think they thought they'd get a lot more out of that call. Sometimes you do get the running lane you want, and other times, the defensive front, they just break up the play before it can get going.
Throwing now is Stroud. That's to the veteran. It's Robert Woods. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
They will get 4 yards here on the 1st down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. Stroud. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. Finding room at midfield. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go, man.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Another one caught by Collins. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Stroud sets up the play action. Open man is Noah Brown. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down. And Stroud now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He already came through for them on this drive. No surprise that they were hoping he could do it again.
The Texans on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Stroud out of the gun here. And that is incomplete. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. This is 2nd and 8. Levis. That's caught. It's Chris Moore. And he's brought down. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
On first down, Levis. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Titans moving quickly here. They're in the hurry up. Here's Levis. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Levis back to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and it'll be 4th down. Well, it looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
On 4th down, Ryan Stonehouse on to punt. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. And the Texans going to get the football one final time here in this first half. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Here's Stroud. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. First and 10, it's Pierce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
We thought this one would be a close battle coming in, and we have not been disappointed. They're all even to this point. This has the feeling of a game that could go right down to the wire. One mistake or one big play could turn out to be the difference.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set and ready to go for the second half. One touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Texans offense now. They get set to start this third quarter. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
A run by Pierce begins the second half. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Stroud looking to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Collins. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. He continues to deliver a first down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
Now Shudak for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This taken in at the goal line. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The football going back over now to the Houston Texans. Stroud coming right back after the pick six. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jordan. And he gets this one just shy of the 40 down at the 39. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done.
A couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Play action. Here's Stroud. He's got it to Collins, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. 21 yards for Devin Singletary. And the Texans are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. Tennessee offense set to go again. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown. So every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. Levis now on 1st and 10. His throw incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, here's Levis. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver Moore. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Levis looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Titans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
A first down carry for Henry. Fights through and now a crease. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Levis from the gun. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Well, touch and timing are critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now as he's on to punt for Tennessee. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Stroud now on 1st and 10. Open man downfield is Woods. And now off to the races down the right side. Robert Woods, touchdown, Houston. Robert Woods, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans have broken the tie. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I know they'd love to take some heat off of that young quarterback, but so far, not much in the running game, and this won't help things either. A loss on that play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw, it's Levis. And that's complete to Westbrook-Ikhine. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Levis now off of play action. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game, 1st and 10 here. Levis sets up to throw here. Open man, Westbrook-Ikhine. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw it again with Levis. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. It's rare that a man his size can't at least push forward for a yard, but they stopped him there for nothing.
You're talking about Tiny? You talking about the little guy back there? That monster. Yeah, you're exactly right. And it takes a group effort to get a guy like that down and not let him find some space. The first guy in, he's got to take one for the team, right? Because he's just waiting there and holding on for everyone else to help him out.
I tell you what, that's a veteran play from a guy in his first season in the NFL. A lot of rookies are trying to force something there. He thought better of it, and that was the right decision.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Desperation time now. Here's Levis. And this is caught. He hits more. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. How about them biting off 15 yards there on the 4th down attempt and keeping the drive alive? 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked at the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Little bootleg here. Levis. A quick throw there is incomplete. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Levis now on second down. And it's caught. And it's a Titans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins from 10 yards out. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth-quarter touchdown here, and we're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for two, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now Shudak for the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through, and we are tied here in the fourth. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's finished off by the touchdown from DeAndre Hopkins. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. And now out comes Houston. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown. All tied up in the fourth quarter. And a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. Stroud off the play fake. He finds his man, complete. That's Beck. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot, because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Stroud on third down now. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The throwing again is Stroud. Into space at the 45. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. 11 more on that one and another first down. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. Used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown, so a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
Here's Stroud. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35. Texans passing game in rhythm right now, picking up another first.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first down, here's Stroud. And he's got Jordan complete right side. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Back to the ground with Pierce. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
The defense has been on the field a long time now, and after a run like that, they've got to feel like they're almost on roller skates and getting pushed backwards on just about every snap.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. And they'll go right back to Pierce. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a first and goal.
Sometimes I get almost mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, those eyes that carry their feet to open spaces, make people miss. I just love watching those guys go to work.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on first and goal. Throwing now is Stroud. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on second and goal. Hand off right side to Pierce. And he is going to lose yardage here.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. This crowd doing all they can. Here's third and goal. They'll try to run with Pierce. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. So a big one coming here for Ka'imi Fairbairn. This for the lead in the final stages. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they managed the clock exactly right.
Fairbairn now following the made field goal. He'll send this one away. So Levis and the Titans now down 24-21, a minute 50 to play. They need at minimum 3 points out of this as they come up first and 10. Levis. Throw to the right, caught by Akakwo. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
They come up now on 2nd and 2. Here's Levis. And that one to the right side and incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Levis to throw. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
They're going for it with the option right. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
Add that one to the good run tally right there. He's been strong throughout this game, and there's no reason to suggest he's going to slow down in the fourth quarter at all. And that's exactly what they need him to do. Keep churning out first downs.
2 timeouts still available in this final minute. It's 1st and 10 now. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
I got you, baby. Show 'em what you got.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Levis, he'll look to throw it. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play.
Brandon, you got to have some urgency here. You got to get the guys back to the line of scrimmage, but the problem is they're all 30 yards downfield after that play.
They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Back to throw. Levis. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Now Levis. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Maybe looking for a flag, but they're not going to get one there. They took a shot, hoping to find a way to sneak into field goal range, but it's incomplete. And now with time almost gone, the task gets much more difficult.
Here we go. This is 4th down. One final try here for Will Levis. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Nashville.